Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Skip and Loafer episode 12. So we're here. Last time we were just hanging around in the culture festival. We saw a little bit of the play that Mitsumi's class is putting on, but not enough in my opinion. I wanted to see the whole thing, but it's fine. Then we saw her just kind of feeling a little self-conscious that she didn't really have someone to like spend the time with. So she went and see what Yusuke was doing. And we see also just a little bit of how it is for Yusuke's daily life and what she has to deal with. Which is, just people only caring about her looks and not really bothering to get to know her. And then we had Mako-chan come in and had some of her middle school friends, and they were acting kind of like she was at the very beginning when she first met Yusuke. So like she kind of eased them up into the interaction, and like she started telling them all this bunch of stuff about Yusuke. It's like to like basically tell them, oh, she's cool, don't worry about it. She might like seem this like a certain way just because of the way that she looks, but it's very easy to talk to her, and she's not someone that like acts better just because she's pretty or something. And then she shows them the art that she makes, and that was really sweet. But then after that, they were just hanging out on the roof, eating some churros, and then Higashira joined them. They were talking for a bit, and then they split up again. And then we had Shima's mom come in with his brother. And then the moment they got into the school, I'm pretty sure he got lost. So then she goes looking for him, but he easily gets into Shima's classroom. And once he gets there, he's like, oh, oh, he's here. Why are you here? Like, apparently he had no idea that him and his mom were coming here, which is interesting. But then, I don't remember which one, but, one of his classmates is like, oh, hey, your little brother's here, He's probably, being really, like, anxious and, like, being hoping that you would come in here for him. And then Shima was like, I don't know about all that. Like, he's always avoiding me. I don't think he really wants to spend time with me. And the moment that the little brother sees him, he starts crying, bawling his eyes out, and like in relief that he's there. So then Shima's like, wait a minute. All those times he was just being considerate towards me then? These two brothers. So all that, how I do not know how much time it was for Shima to have this misconception about his brother, and also maybe about his parents, and that maybe they care more about his little brother than him. But now it's like, no, there's no such thing. So hopefully this will help him out in seeing that he's not as separate from the rest of his family as he thinks he is. And then the cliffhanger was his mom. First, she saw Mitsumi. So Mitsumi is like, okay, I will get you into my classroom so you can reunite with Shima's little brother and Shima himself. But then the moment they turn into a corner, we see a redhead girl who, it's just guilting Shima into basically saying you don't not deserve nice things. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I did see a thumbnail of I think it was a Crunchyroll clip again. Crunchyroll just messing me up. But I saw like it was mom. No, it was Shima, and then it was redhead girl, and then Mitsumi was like standing between them. Like, no, So maybe I'm thinking, you know, like red-haired girl is gonna like try to shit talk Shima once again. But then Mitsumi is actually gonna see it and be like, no, that's not allowed here. So yeah, let's just get started. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. Here we are. Yeah, Mitsumi's there in the back. Oh. Saijo. Okay. Saijo Ririka. Yeah, so she's just admiring the fashion and her looks. Just wait for Mitsumi to see her personality. Oh. She's still intimidated. Whoa. The hell? She's so rude. What is wrong with her? Mabushkute. And this girl is the only one that I'm like, oh, I really want someone to shut her up. She's really the only character that I felt this strongly negatively against. Like, Egashira kind of bothered me at the beginning. But yeah, this is just on another level. As if she has any right to criticize someone else on the way they've treated Shima. Mabushkute, mabushkute. I wanted the drama though, so I'm here for it. But ooh. Kanoyaka ni. Huh. This is cute. Mm? Mm. Uh, uh, great. But they didn't have it. I don't think they had bad intentions on divulging that information. You're kidding. She's gonna leave? I swear if it's because of Ririka. Oh, stop it with the smug face. No, Mitsumi, you need more courage. She just did it on an instinct, even if she doesn't know why she did it. I'm glad she did. Oh. I'm glad that Mitsumi found a way to, like, you know. Okay. Good, she told him. Hmm. Mitsumi was able to clear the air in her own way. Or, like, make the atmosphere lighter. Hmm. Are we actually seeing the play? Hmm. That's interesting. He can't tell the difference between doing something for yourself or doing something for others. Hmm. Hmm. No, it's so good. He's envious of what Mitsumi can do. Man, Shima just has so many layers. Mm? Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad he said that. Yeah, but mm, I don't want to follow you. Huh? That was that. I really like that. I'm gonna talk about it a little more when the episode ends. He did not ask for forgiveness. Oh, maybe he is then. Okay, good. Mm, closure. Oof. No. Are we actually gonna know more about in detail? Uh, yep. I'm glad that it seems that she let him go. Takamine? Oh. Wow, that's mean. Mm. This is pretty good characterization for this guy. I respect him a little now. Just a little, though. He can be nice when he wants. Hey. Huh. Good for him. No. Oh? Kenti. This really does feel like, a fitting last episode for the season. Oh. Nah. No, that's cool. Yeah. This is wholesome. Is Shima gonna go and help Mitsumi? No. Hey. At least he asked. Mm. Oh. Oh, come on. I wanted to hear what he wanted to say. I guess he still has some ways to go. to be able to actually do that. Well, it seems like a huge weight was lifted off his shoulders. Yeah, of course. I can definitely see what she's saying. He does look a little bit more childlike. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of recap of the whole season. Oh, is she calling Shima a wonderful place? And there's a lot of focusing on Shima on this little recap. Ah, that's the end? Okay. Perfect way to end this season. Just what happened in this episode really does feel like a conclusion of sorts. And like, if we ever... no, screw that. We better get a season 2. And when we do, it's truly gonna feel like, starting anew. Especially for Shima, now that he feels like he really can start his life, like, truly, start trying things that he actually wants to enjoy. And not just doing them because he feels like he has to. Whether it's just to please others or to make up for whatever he thought he was responsible for in regards to Ririka's whole thing. But yeah, man, this was such a good series. I mean, I say that the series is not over. This was such a good first season for this series. It was definitely everything that I hoped it would be when I first started it. And I'm so glad I stuck with it. But yeah, okay. I want to talk a little bit about Shima just, pondering about himself and others. When he was, about to do the play and during the play. And he started with, so can I act as long as it's for myself? That's interesting, the way that is worded. That makes it seem, like he felt like he wasn't allowed to act before if he was doing it for someone else. And maybe that's also like a big reason why he was trying to keep it a secret. Not necessarily, he's not ashamed of the acting itself. He's ashamed now of the reason he used to do it. But then I was gonna say, but he told Mitsumi. But his relationship with Mitsumi has turned out to be pretty close. So I understand he would choose to be vulnerable with her in some way. But yeah, he felt that to be shameful because he did that for someone else. And he, at the end of the day, he felt like that was a fruitless endeavor. So now if he does start acting, he's gonna do it for himself because he wants to do it, and that's gonna make him happy. And even though this time he did that, because the class was basically, pressuring him to being like, please accept. So Shima felt like, I guess I kind of have to. I guess I'll do it. But he just wants something, not necessarily acting, but just something that he can feel passionate about. Like Mitsumi is about being a politician. But then he's all like, wait a minute. But doesn't she want to be a politician so she can help the people in her hometown? Isn't that similar to what I did then? And we see her just also just completely going on a different way, being like, well, what do uh, want to do what others want, or do I want to do what I want? And then he's like, what even do I want to do? So the important thing should be what I want, right? That should be the priority. And then he continues on, is it because I'm so anxious that I feel so attacked when I see people who are so passionate about something? Yeah, he feels kind of inferior to people that have a passion because he doesn't have a passion. He doesn't have something that is like, I'll do whatever it takes to accomplish this that other people have. But he wants to have a. And then goes on also about his mom, was I relieved when mom left? Or did I want her to stay? And but then he goes also like, well, why do I not even know that? And I think that's just pretty normal. Not just as a person, but especially being a teenager. Just not being sure about the reason that you do things, or it's your thought process about a lot of things. It's like, well, why do I do this? Sometimes it just is. But also, when you're indecisive about something, it's like, well, why can't I decide? And it's just, sometimes you're not gonna get an answer to that, even as you dig deep. And then he remembers Kanechika, and he was like, I wasn't able to compliment him on the play, even though I liked it. Why not? And then you hear the line of the play, you'll never be like one of them. And then he's like, oh, that's right. I envy them. I envy people that have something that they're truly passionate about and go for it and actually want to do it. But yeah, I'm really, really curious about Shima's character arc. And even though, like I said, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get a season 2 anytime soon, well, this is definitely gonna be the one thing that I'm like, oh, I'm so gonna be looking forward to this. Because Shima just does not know also, Is having a goal even important? And like, what does that differentiate? Like, how is it different from wanting to do it for others instead of doing it just for something that I want? And is it that important to do it for something that I want? And that's how he comes up with like, oh yeah, that's what should be the most important. I don't know, I found Shima to be such an interesting character. I might have just, basically repeated what he said a lot, but I still wanted to talk about that again because of how insecure he's about a lot of things. But he's also, he's not someone, or he used to be someone that would avoid thinking about these kinds of things. But now with Mitsumi's help, he's like, he's really trying to like delve deep and being like, why am I like this? Can I change? If so, how can I change, And I love that kind of shit. And then we have, the confrontation with Ririka, and then he's like, I don't mind that, if you want to talk to me about things, whenever you want to vent, or if whenever you have a problem, then you can like call me and I'll help you out. I'll lend you my ear, or whatever it is, I'll help you. But I do not want to keep following you down the same self-destructive path that you're in. And that was so good, bro. I was really concerned that Shima wasn't even like uh, either aware that he would be going down a self-destructive path, or that he was just so that he felt so responsible for how Ririka has been feeling, that he wouldn't really put this boundary between her and him. But I'm so glad he actually had the courage to speak up and being like, yeah, this is not gonna work, and I do not want to keep being like this with you, because I know this relationship isn't gonna turn out in something that I would want, or something healthy for me. And then, she just gets mad and leaves, because she finds it unfair, apparently. But yeah, as we see, Shima at all did not have any fault in what happened, and apparently even told her to not go with him, but she just didn't listen. Instead, just dropped all the fault onto him, regardless of how that would make him feel. So yeah, it's really hard to find much sympathy for Ririka. But if you do though, that's fine. I just cannot find it in myself too. Like, I understand, right? Like, we both did the same thing, but like, he can do all this cool stuff that all normal teenagers should be able to, but I can't. But he's not in the same line of work as you, so he stopped. So he doesn't have to be under such, what should I call it? Like, very heavy scrutiny from the public eye, like she is. But still, I'm so glad that Chris called her out. Like, you still didn't have to guilt trip him like you've been doing, which I guess Chris has been has told her that before, but she just wouldn't listen to him. And like, yeah, she just did all of that just because she thought that he would abandon her if she didn't, which is just, that still does not make it okay. But yeah, I'm so glad that they finally put an end to that relationship. And whether if Ririka comes back and wants to like renew the relationship with like healthy boundaries, and just being like, if we do something, I will take responsibility for my part and I won't blame you for whatever happens. I'd be okay, fine. If he changes and grows, I could be okay with that. But I prefer if sometimes just relationships aren't meant to last. So I would much like if those two just stop their friendship altogether. But yeah, then we had this last bit with Mitsumi and Shima, and I have no idea what the hell he was gonna tell her before he said, you know what, never mind. But I guess I want to connect it to what she said about, he seems much more like a kid now. Like, all that he was feeling, from the pressure of, acting, and then also just this, not just self-imposed, but also, the imposed responsibility that Ririka was putting on him to make him feel like, you don't deserve to be happy. Yeah, that's all just, oof, it's no longer there. Or it is there, but, he's ready to let all of it just go. And now he can just be a normal high schooler that can hang out with his friends anytime and start putting in more effort because, you know, he wants to find something that he truly wants to be, a goal, just like Mitsumi's, because he just truly enjoys it too, so he himself can be happy, not just other people. I feel like I talked about a lot about this, but it's the last episode, so I say screw it. We're talking everything that we can about this episode. But yes, this has been my reactions to Skip and Loafer episode 12 and all of season 1 as well. So if you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.